A very warm welcome, good afternoon, and welcome to the World News on SOUQ News Television. We are reaching you live from our studios in Lagos. I am Grace Komalafe. First, the headlines. Federal government to train 10,000 skilled workers annually for housing sector. AI now handles 11,000 plus daily transactions, says Corporate Affairs Commission. African Development Bank grants Morocco $116.4 million for youth and women-led agriculture. Zambia projects 6.4% growth in 2026, boosted by mining and agriculture. And lastly, on the headlines, European Union to ramp up retaliation plans as US tariff deal prospects dims. Thank you for joining us, and now we'll bring you the news in details. The federal government, through a program called National Artisan Skills Acquisition Program, is making plans to train and officially certify 10,000 skilled workers every year. The main goal of this effort is to create a steady supply of trained professionals. These workers will then be ready to meet the high demand of Nigeria's growing housing industry. This program is a big step towards ensuring that there are enough skilled people to build new homes and infrastructure across the country. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangewa, shared details about this important program with various groups at the 6th National Council on Skills meetings, led by the Vice President Kashim Shettima in Abuja. Dangewa noted that the program is more than just a training plan. It is a vision for the future. He described it as a digital craft hub. This program is an effort to give young people practical skills that are needed in the job markets, right, and improve the quality of housing being built across the country. According to the minister, each skilled worker will have a profile on the system, including details like their location, the type of work they do, written from past jobs, and their work history. The system is meant to build trust and create more job opportunities for these trained artisans. In economic news, CBN Governor Layomi Cardoso has raised concerns over rising inflation risks due to increased liquidity from government disbursement via the Federal Account Allocation Committee, SOUQ. He warned that unless this is matched with tighter monetary policy, the central bank may struggle to bring inflation down. Cardoso made the remarks in his personal statement following the 300th Monetary Policy Committee NPC meeting published on the Central Bank of Nigeria's website. While inflation has shown signs of easing, he cautioned that surging government inflows could undermine progress. The CBN remains focused on stabilizing the economy and safeguarding Nigeria's purchasing power. As well, in fact, allocations pose fresh challenges for monetary policy effectiveness. And moving on, the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, has announced that its new online system for registering businesses, which uses artificial intelligence, is now handling more than 11,000 transactions every day. The Commission shared this update on Sunday through its social media page, noting that high volume of daily activities. They also mentioned that while there are still some problems, particularly with checking people's identities and processing payments, they are actively working to fix these technical issues. These problems have been pointed out by some lawyers and have affected how easy the system is to use for everyone. The Commission highlighted how much more efficient the new system has been since it started on June 30. One of the big improvements is that business registration certificates can now be given out within 30 minutes, as long as the director's national identification number, NIN, is successfully checked. This quick service helps new businesses get started much faster. The new system also allows people to try out many different business names without having to pay upfront. This feature is very important because it removes some of the early difficulties for people wanting to start their own businesses. By making it easier and quicker to register, the CAC aims to encourage more entrepreneurs to formally set up their ventures, supporting economic growth. The ongoing effort is sought out. The remaining technical problems shows the Commission's commitment to making the business registration process as smooth and effective as possible for all users. And now the Nigeria Customs Service, especially its Port Harcourt 2 Area Command in One, has officially handed over 16 shipping containers filled with illegal medicines. These drugs are worth more than 20.5 billion naira. They were given to officers of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC. This action shows strong cooperation between the two important government agencies in the fight against harmful substances entering the country. In a statement released on Sunday, Abdullahi Maiwada, the public relations officer for the Customs Service, explained that these containers were stopped only a few weeks after the Customs Service and NAFDAC set up a special committee. This committee was formed to carry out an agreement from 2024. The agreement aimed to make the rules and working together stronger between these two agencies and other security groups. This joint effort shows a more united approach to protecting public health and national safety. During the handover event, Adewale Adeniyi, the head of the Customs Service, said that the successful operation happened because they used smart information gathering and worked better together with national security and regulatory group. He stressed that these operations to stop smuggling match President Bola Tinubu's overall plan for keeping borders safe, protecting public health, and ensuring national safety. He also made it clear that the Customs Service remains fully committed to making sure that criminals cannot use Nigeria's borders for illegal activities, which is vital for the nation's well-being. And now the Securities and Exchange Commission, SOUQ, has announced plans to launch a new phone code called a USSD code that will let Nigerians easily check if capital market operators are real or registered. This is part of a renewed effort to fight against unregistered investment companies and to stop Ponzi schemes, which are illegal money-making scams. This tool aims to give ordinary Nigerians a simple way to protect their savings and investments. In a statement on Sunday, Emomotimi Agama, the Director General of the SOUQ, shared this news over the weekend in Abuja. He stated that the new phone code will be officially launched at the next Capital Market Committee meeting, which is planned to happen within this quarter. This quick action shows the SOUQ's commitment to using modern technology to protect investors from fraud. The Commission stated it is working harder to deal with the growing number of unregistered businesses and illegal investment plans. According to Agama, this effort is part of SOUQ's duty to protect investors, teach people more about money, and promote honest ways to create wealth. By making it easier for people to verify investment opportunities, the SOUQ hopes to reduce the number of people who fall victim to scam and build more trust in the country's financial markets. And away from that, in the power sector, the Enugu State Electricity Regulatory Commission has given a new rule about electricity prices to Main Power Electricity Distribution Limited. This new rule changes the cost of electricity for Band A customers from 209 naira per kilowatt hour down to 160 naira per kilowatt per hour. This change will start on August 1, 2025. This reduction aims to provide some relief to customers who experience better and more consistent electricity supply. Main Power is the electricity company that took over from Enugu Electricity Distribution Company. This happened after Enugu State received permission from the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission to control its own electricity markets. This approval allows the state to make specific decisions about its power supply, including setting its own prices based on local conditions and customer needs. The state's ability to regulate its power market is a significant step towards ensuring reliable and fair electricity services. The new electricity price was included in the Enugu Commission's official document titled Tariff Order for Main Power Electricity Distribution Limited 2025 and was issued by the Commission on Sunday. The Enugu State Electricity Regulatory Commission based its decision on the Enugu State Electricity Law 2023. This law gives the Commission the power to control what electricity companies do in terms of generating, sending, and distributing power, specifically and only for the state. This legal backing ensures that the Commission has the authority to make such important changes for its residents. And I will take a break. We'll be returning with more stories. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Glad you never left. And to more stories, the African Development Bank announced on Monday that it has approved a loan worth 100 million euros, which is about $116.4 million. This money is meant to support farming methods that are good for the environment and are led by women and young people in Morocco. This investment highlights the bank's commitment to not only boost agricultural output, but also empower key demographics within the farming sector. The bank stated that this money is intended to help improve food security in Morocco. It also aims to make small-scale farming stronger so it can better handle the effects of climate change. This support is crucial for farmers who are often most affected by changing weather patterns and other environmental challenges. By making farming more resilient, the project seeks to ensure a more stable food supply for the country. Over more than 50 years, the African Development Bank has invested a total of 15 billion euros, which is about $17.46 billion in various projects. These projects include improving transport, providing water, energy, farming, social protection, and government management finance. The consistent investment in these key areas shows the bank's long-term commitment to helping African countries develop sustainably. This new loan to Morocco is another example of their ongoing efforts to support economic growth and stability across the continent. And now we turn to the global economy. Zambia's finance ministry has announced that the country's economy is expected to grow faster next year, reaching 6.4%. This is an increase from the 5.8% growth expected this year. The ministry said that this faster outgrowth will be driven by its mining and agricultural industries. These two sectors are vital to Zambia's economy and are projected to lead the country's economic recovery and expansion in the coming years. The Southern African country's economy is currently recovering from a severe regional drought, which had slowed down growth last year. This drought followed several years of long talks about how to manage its national debt. The finance ministry's plan for the medium-term budget predicts that the country's total economic output, gross domestic product, will increase by 6.5% in 2027 and 5.1% in 2028. This projection shows a hopeful outlook for sustained economic recovery. The government also stated that it will focus on increasing the supply of electricity from different power sources, like solar energy. This is a crucial step because the recent drought severely affected hydropower generation, which is a major source of electricity in Zambia. The lack of reliable power had a long impact on productivity in the major industries. By diversifying its energy sources, Zambia aims to ensure a more stable power supply, which is essential for supporting economic growth and industry output. In trade news, negotiations about U.S. import taxes on goods from Taiwan involved both countries giving and taking, according to Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Chen Ming-chi. He said yesterday that the talks are ongoing and are progressing well, indicating a positive atmosphere between the two trading partners. This dialogue is crucial for resolving trade differences and maintaining strong economic ties between the United States and Taiwan. He made these comments to reporters at the Legislative Yuan before attending a Foreign Affairs and National Defense Committee meeting. U.S. President Donald Trump began sending letters to various countries this month about new import tax rates that will start on August 1st. However, Taiwan has not received such a letter, which led lawmakers to question government officials about the progress of the negotiations. The lack of a letter suggests Taiwan might be in a different position compared to other countries facing new tariffs. The deputy minister stated that 3 in-person meetings were held in Washington between May 1st and June 5 and last Tuesday, in addition to several online video calls. He added that the negotiating teams from both sides agree that good progress has been made. Officials also said that Taiwan and U.S. have reached an early understanding on the date for their next in-person trade talks. Their main goal is to reach a full agreement before August 1, indicating a strong desire to finalize a deal soon. Britain announced on Monday that it will begin a review to consider raising the age at which people can start receiving their state pension. This is a very important factor for the economy's money situation. At the same time, the government will also take a fresh look at how much workers pay towards their retirement. These reviews are necessary because changes in how long people live and the economy affects how sustainable the pension system is in the long run. The current state pension age in Britain is 66. The previous government had stated in 2023 that the state pension age would gradually increase to 67 between 2026 and 2028. They also said that another review about raising the age to 68 would happen within 2 years after the next election, which was held earlier. And now we'll take a break. We'll be returning with more stories. Please stay with us.
On the 19th of August 2025, Paris will come alive with the prestigious People's Choice Governors Awards taking place at the Gauche Hotel, Paris. The prestigious People's Choice Governors Awards is designed to celebrate governors who have contributed immensely to their states in different countries across the world. If you are a governor who's gone above and beyond to deliver transformative projects in your state and country, then this award is for you. To partake of the Governor's Excellence Awards this year taking place in Paris, all you have to do is send an email to soupnexus.com with the words, "I accept," and we will get right back to you. You can also send a WhatsApp message to the WhatsApp number scrolling on your screen right now. You don't want to miss Paris for anything, and we are looking forward to celebrating you and your achievements this year. So contact SOUQ Nexus to make that happen.
My name is Shino Ogbadegeshin. I'm the CEO of Gozi Micro Insurance. Continue to watch SOUQ News.
Adenike Adeyemi, Executive Director of Faith Foundation. Keep watching SOUQ News.
My name is Shepherd Michael Adewale Onofuye. I enjoy you all to always watch SOUQ News TV.
Hey everyone, Majuli Obaje here representing Gigi. Keep watching SOUQ News, okay? Stay updated with SOUQ News.
My name is Aton Kame. I am the head of MSME Banking. Please keep watching SOUQ News and stay glued to SOUQ News.
I recommend that more and more people should watch SOUQ News because they deal with business news.
Hi, my name is Amaka Wokolo. I am the director of the Faith Institute at Faith Foundation. Keep watching SOUQ News.
for staying with us. Now we'll bring you the rest of the story. European Union is looking into more ways to act against the United States as the chances of reaching a good trade agreement with Washington are getting smaller, according to EU diplomats. A growing number of EU member countries, including Germany, are now thinking about using wide-ranging anti-force measures. These rules would let the EU target American services and other parts of its economy if a deal cannot be reached. This shows the EU's readiness to protect its interest in a difficult trade situation. European Commission, which handles trade agreements for the 27-member EU, seems to be close to a deal. In that deal, the EU would still face a 10% U.S. import tax on most of its goods sent to the U.S., with only a few exceptions. However, hopes for such a deal now seem to have ended. This is especially true after President Donald Trump's threat to put a 30% import tax by August 1. This news followed talks last week in Washington between EU Trade Commissioner Maros Sefcovic and his U.S. counterpart, Sefcovic, who has said that a 30% import tax would practically stop trade across the Atlantic, gave a serious report on the current situation to EU representatives on Friday. The EU's exploration of stronger measures indicates a firm stance against what they see as unfair trade practices and a readiness to use all available tools to respond. And finally, on sports, tennis star Venus Williams will make her comeback after being away from the sport for 16 months. She will play at this week's DC Open. The 7-time Grand Slam single champion said on Sunday that she is not sure what she will do beyond this tournament. The 45-year-old American player overcame a serious health scare last year after enjoying a visit to Wimbledon. She decided to accept a special visitation to play in the U.S. Capital Tournament, which is the first hands-up event for the U.S. Open. Williams will start her tournament by playing against another American player, 23-year-old Peyton Stearns, who is ranked 34 in the world. Stearns won her only major women's tennis title last year on clay court in Rabat. This match will be an interesting test for Venus as she returns to high-level competition. Her decision to play in Washington shows her determination to get back on court and compete with top players despite her time away and health challenges. Venus Williams, who won the single gold medal at the 2000 Sydney Olympics, has also won 5 Wimbledon singles titles and 2 U.S. Open crowns throughout her amazing career. Her return is highly anticipated by tennis fans around the world, who admire her resilience and long-standing presence in the sport. Her appearance at the DC Open marks a significant moment for one of tennis' most enduring figures as she steps back into competitive play. And that's the news this afternoon. We'll say many thanks for watching. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at SOUQ News TV. I am Grace Komalafe. Do have a good afternoon.